and welcome to Anne-Marie's Workshop. My name is Anne-Marie and I like to make things. And this is my hashtag Friday Sews, which was started by, this group was created by Jenny Wessner. And she decided to create something where sewing creators could share what they've been working on that week. And so every week there's a different forum topic to get the conversation started. If this is something that you're into, please like, subscribe, and share. So the forum topic this week is, what is your favorite fabric company? Oops. So today's forum is, what is your favorite pattern company? Now that's tough because there are so many pattern companies that I'm so into that I've really enjoyed making. But I've been a Vogue pattern girl for a really long time. And the reason why is because I've never been disappointed on a Vogue make. I have never been disappointed on a Vogue make. Now, it could be that I did something wrong, but somehow I could still seem to pull it off. Vogue patterns are the patterns I get stopped the most, to say, where did you buy that? Where did you get that? I love the fact they had those inclusive sizes. They had the upside down triangle. They had the rectangle, which is me when I'm very slim. And the directions are always very clear. I've rarely stumbled on a direction where I've had to go over and over it to figure it out. They do a good job. Whatever their block is really works for me as far as sizing. And for a very long time, everything was fresh. I really enjoy following certain designers. I'm a big Tom and Linda Platt person. I used to love Koos van der Akker a lot, but he's no longer licensed by them. I love Rachel Comey. And I love Vogue's easy design. In a wonderful fabric, you always end up with something classic that lasts for a very, very long time. The prices are high, but you can always catch a sale. And now that they have something delightful, you can always catch a sale online. I do notice that their palette of things that they put out now is a lot smaller. And I understand the design group is deciding how to put those out. Now, I have a lot of also-rans, but that was what the question was. I do love a Mimi G pattern. I do love a charm pattern by Gertie. Oh, and I do love McCall's, but McCall's doesn't always like me. But I do love a lot of independent pattern companies. So, but overall, I'm gonna go with Vogue. One of the things I took on this week is, because of the amount of projects that I've done, I haven't counted them yet to find out how many things I made this year so far, but a lot of my things, my stash shrunk, and I've been using up some things that have shrunk, and I was able to bring all of my patterns into my sewing room. And so I cleared out my office of patterns, and they're from 0 to 9,000. They're all in the room now. All of my quilt is in the room. All my books that have to do with quilting, all my books that have to do with sewing are in the cabinets and in the room now. And all my scrapbooking stuff is out in the library, which is wonderful. And so I feel really, really good. The room feels really, really great. It just needs painting. And I don't know if I'll get around to it before I leave, but who knows? Maybe a sleepless night, I'll do some light blue paint. But that was another thing that happened this week. Now I have to admit, the first part of the week was spent planning and figuring out how to move forward on that monster quilt that I have going on. So it was really wonderful to sit down and go through my stash and make some more decisions. because I did need to figure out backgrounds. I was able to storyboard my quilts and figure out my color palettes and figure out some ideas for the different fabrics. And I was able to machine applique my figures on my quilts. So I just need to, brainstorm some more what colors I would like to do for my raindrops and my leaves. I am getting very excited about how this quilt is going to be. So as you can see, I came up with my backgrounds and my concepts for my 4 seasons. I still have to do a bit more applique work. These white shapes are different, like leaves and raindrops and snowflakes and all that good stuff. So I'm going to be moving on. I still have like almost 2 months to finish this quilt. It's gonna take every minute of it, given all the other stuff I'm doing. Now, I decided to plan for November. I'm going to be traveling about 2 weeks at the end of November and 1 week at the beginning of December. So there's a lot of things I wanted to put in place to make the holidays easier for me. I have taken out my Christmas trees and started to decorate because I know when I get back, I'm just going to want to visit and such. I'm not going to want to do the whole hoopla that I normally do for Christmas. And I've gotten a new revolving base for my Christmas tree. I left my old one in America, but I couldn't live without it any longer. So I'm going to work on getting that up and running. I would also like to participate in Vlogmas this year. So I got quite a few ideas and things and videos to make that I can work on within the next 2 months. What I decided to do with my planning video, and I think my planning video comes out next week, but I decided to do cleanup. Now, if you follow my channel, you know that I have quite a few things cut out in their little plastic baggies ready to go. And so I decided to pull things that I thought would be quick to make that I kind of cut out as an afterthought for a larger project. So like if I made a jumpsuit and I had enough left over, I decided I was going to cut out a few shirts. So this week I kind of worked on some of those scrap projects. I want to kind of clean those up until I just have major projects. And also started thinking about my 9 makes for next year. What are the big things that I want to kind of have done that I need a little push to get working on, because the planning really works for me. So this week I worked on McCall's 8145 while I was watching a few movies, and I saw some great action movies. And I really love this top. I made this kind of dramatically in this navy and cream striped lace top, but then again I made it in black, and I found that it worked with all of my wrap skirts and all of my pants and everything. And it's almost like, for me, like a t-shirt. Because I have a short neck, I really like that v-neck look. So I made quite a few of them out of leftover scrap material. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I made about 6 of them, but they're very simple to make, and it's almost like when you catch t-shirts on sale. So I ended up getting some, making them in some wonderful colors that I will show you on my November Makes videos. They go with everything I have, so it's kind of nice. It kind of takes the place of some of the t-shirts. Not all t-shirts work on me with the short neck, if you can kind of see. So I did work on these over a couple of days while I was working on the quilt. Now while I was Netflixing, I worked on the scrap left over from the Ogden jumpsuit. This beautiful brushed velour kind of knit, very light, very smooth. And I made a different shape on my, not my traditional hacking pattern. You've seen it all different ways. This is with the shorter bodice and a peplum gathered at the waist. And I really wanted something to go with my black velvet leggings. I'm trying to make a little mini capsule of clothes that I'm gonna wear when I'm in America, just because it is a little cooler now. Even though it's Houston, it's a little cooler. So I wanna kind of have them based in black and cream and white, and that's what I'll carry with me. I've left quite a few things there, like pajamas and slippers and shoes and stuff like that. So I just want to pack a few things so there's more room in my suitcase to bring stuff back. Now, I also have a little bit of hauls. Of course, I went to Ping's to get some zippers, and I went and checked out their sale rack in the back to see what was going on. And I didn't think they would have this, but they had this fleece, and I need the fleece to be the inside of my last quilt. And I was going to order flannel, but they had flannel. Why? They had flannel. They were in fire alarm colors. They were in this brilliant neon orange, and they were also in yellow. So I bought some orange, so I have the inside of my quilt ready to go. And when I went back there, I'll show you a picture of the jumpsuit I made with this brilliant blue. Absolutely loved it. It's not for me, but it's for one of my daughters. But they had more of that brilliant blue on the $250 a yard bolt, which is about $1.64 or $1.50 something a yard. So I bought something. I don't know what I'm gonna make with it, but I loved working with this material. After I washed it, it was a trooper. And you see, and hopefully you saw the outfit, so you know that it's a beautiful color. And so I'm gonna make something that works for me. I think maybe that assembly line oversized shirt, I might use it for that. But while I was there, they had the navy, but they had this brilliant blue, and they had it in red. And like I said, I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, but I can't pass up $1.64 a yard. I just can't. So that was my little mini haul that I got from Ping's this week. Other than that, things have been pretty calm. I mean, we've had a lot of rain and everything like that, but no power outages. So I've been able to sew, watch movies, take care of my dad, and talk with people on the phone and celebrate somebody's birthday. I'm going out to lunch on Saturday. I know you all think that's not a big deal, but I have not lunched with ladies other than when I visit America, in about almost 3 years. I'm very excited. I don't know if I'm going to have a cocktail. I might, but I am definitely having lunch. I'm going to wear one of my jumpsuits to actually have a lunch date. I'm very, very excited. And so that's what's going to go on this Saturday. I hope you're having a good week. I hope you're getting to create. I'm here plugging away on the quilt and all the other things that I have going on. So take care, and we will see you next Friday.